We're live.
Here you go, bud.
Can we get a chair? Cheers. Stamos, get a chair. Yeah.
If you're gonna be there, you gotta handle the score.
Yeah, well, how do I do that?
So, boom, and then whoever
Just click it?
scores. Yeah. So, see, watch this. Just press right on the number.
Hello, everybody. And we are now calling the B team. We are now commentating the championship of the Division II tournament, where we find the Buckeyes of Ohio State facing the Badgers out of Wisconsin. And I'm joined once again by John Stamos, here to call it.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
You know, sorry for joining a little bit late, but this has been one heck of a game.
Yeah, facts.
Who won the first set? Who won the first set? Who won the first set?
Oh, what a kill by number 12 from Wisconsin. What a line shot from the outside.
Jesse!
And
Jesse.
Nathan Chung is back to serve.
They did.
The libero from Wisconsin.
Ohio State won the first.
Ohio State won the first set. Sorry for that little bit of a delay. What a Chung! What a dig by Nathan Chung. And oh, what a swing from the
Akers
outside!
Can't handle the dig. What a swing out of the outside from the Ohio State outside.
That's really.
Yeah, you know he showed line on that swing, but he turned that ball cross, and he put the hammer. Oh, Jesse, the middle number 19 from Wisconsin. What a swing! You know when he gets going, he is hard to stop. You know what a freshman, what a pickup from Wisconsin.
When he gets going, he gets going. I mean, he puts the gas on it. I mean, he goes.
And a serve by Wisconsin. Set to the back by. Oh, what a kill by number 4 for Ohio State. They score the point. 11-10 Wisconsin. Andrew Barnes, sorry.
And what a kill from Andrew Barnes, indeed. Barnes on a serve, handled by Patrick Akers the outside, pushed to the opposite for Wisconsin, and it's going to be a kill for the Badgers. And what a cross-court kill. What a pass set and a hit from the Wisconsin offense. To bring us to 12-10 Badger lead in the second set.
You know, look for a heavy topper right here for number 12. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. Oh, but
into the C ball.
Swing.
And what a run.
Akers seems to be in the net for Wisconsin, so it will be Ohio State's point.
Patrick Akers found himself in the net quite a bit there.
Yeah, not a great block from Akers. Float serve
handed well by the Badgers. Into Akers, covered.
Guard by Chung.
Into Jesse in the middle, and it's going to be down. What other result were you expecting from Jesse out of the middle?
Of course, like we said earlier, once he gets going,
he puts the gas on it.
He's so hard to stop. He jumps so high. He hits the ball so high above the net. You just can't stop him.
Jesse to serve now. Low pass into the outside. And it's going to be an out of bounds. Ohio State's looking for a touch. They're not going to get it, unfortunately.
We reffed the Ohio State game earlier, and we saw number 92, the outside, just hit that. You know, he gets a little in the rut sometimes, but once he gets out of it, he is a dog. You want to give him the ball. You want to feed him. He's going to put it down for you. Oh, my
and the
goodness.
lefty. Number 2, Clark Clemens, out of the opposite.
Clark Clemens, dude. That guy can turn the ball from the right side. It helps he's a lefty. He's just got all the angles correct. He avoids the block. What a swing.
And fun fact, being left-handed has its advantages in volleyball when you are a right side.
And
it's going to be off the block. Point Badgers. to bring it to a 15-12 lead. And a couple substitutions will be made. A DS entered the game as well as a new outside. And unfortunately, we do not have the roster for the Badgers squad, so we do not know many names except for those that we are familiar with prior to college. Float serve handled well by the outside. Ohio State into the Bick. It's going to be just wide right, out of bounds. And a well-ran Bick, but it's just barely can't find the court.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Another low pass. And it's going to have to be a down ball sent to the Badgers. They pick it up. Into the middle now. And a great dig from the Ohio State libero, but it's going to be a net call against the Buckeyes. And it's going to bring us... Oh, excuse me. It's going to bring us to 17-12 now. There we go. A little technical difficulties there. 17-12 Badgers. And it's going to be an ace serve for Wisconsin to bring it to 18-12. And a timeout called by the Buckeyes. Stamos, how is the rest of the set looking momentum-wise?
You know, it's not looking good for Ohio State right now. Wisconsin has all the momentum. They just made Ohio State call a timeout. They got a great service rotation coming up. They're just going to lay the hammer on the Buckeyes right now. But we'll see if the Buckeyes can make some adjustments and turn it around here in this second set. Make it a closer game.
And coming back from a lead like this is nothing new to the Buckeyes, as just last match against the Indiana squad, they found themselves down a similar deficit to what they are right now, and they ended up winning the set and ended up winning the match in 3. So this is not a new occurrence for them. They are familiar with coming back from leads like this.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jake.
Thank you.
I got it. Oh, it seems the Ohio State squad is making a substitution, maybe.
Indeed, there will be a substitution made.
Yep, they're going to bring in a new middle, number 6.
Number 6, who is not on the roster.
That's really unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate.
I'm sure he's a great player. We saw him in the last game.
Oh, I'm sure he's phenomenal.
Yeah, we saw him in the last game against Indiana. He played really well.
Pass, to the outside.
Oh, what
Tip, going to be Doug. Push the outside. Here's Akers with the roll shot. And Akers is going to connect on the roll shot. Such a crafty move. Excuse me. From the beach and indoor player.
Of course. Coming out of Libertyville High School in Illinois. What a player.
A beach partner of mine at one point in Fort Lauderdale a couple years ago. Shout out Pat Akers.
And there we
Here
go.
now playing for the Wisconsin indoor men's team. He picks up a dig. Back to him once more.
Oh,
Doug, return. Badgers have it. Into the middle, and he's going to put it down.
You know, unfortunately, like we said earlier, we do not have the Wisconsin roster, but number 25 having one heck of a game. We saw him yesterday against the MSU white team, and he had one heck of a game. Like 10 blocks, 12 kills. A phenomenal performance from him.
And the 2 middles for this Wisconsin B squad.
Joust. Pat Akers loses the joust. That is not
That's
the move.
going to go to the Buckeyes. But these 2 middles for the Wisconsin B team are unlike any other B team I've ever seen, John.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 and 19, Mr. Jesse, are 2 surely A-team quality middles, but they find themselves in the B team just absolutely dominating here in the D2 tournament. And they have been the anchor force for the Badger squad as the Buckeyes hit one out of bounds, giving serve back to the Badgers.
Yeah, if they went to any other school, they would for sure be on any A team. At any other school. They are quite the duo here.
Akers now to serve. Ball dug by the Badgers. Push the outside out of system. Dug by the Buckeyes. To the outside once more. Roll shot's going to be off the hands of the defender for Wisconsin. Point's going to go to Ohio State.
You know, what a crafty swing. Trying to find the hole in defense. He did. What a swing.
And that brings the deficit to 7 now. 21-14 Wisconsin lead. Pass handled by Akers well. And in the middle again. It's going to be picked up, though. to number 4, the outside, and it's going to be off the arms of Chung, out of bounds, and another kill for the Buckeyes.
You know, you do not see that very often. Chung missing a dig. A former high school teammate of mine, fantastic player. I have that. It's very rare of him to miss a dig like that.
Serve falls into the net. Point, Wisconsin. 22-15 now. Madison leads as Chung is now here to serve down the middle and a well. And the middle run is going to fall short into the net. Well, it looked like a good connection. Just did not have the right trajectory. And 23-15 now. The Badgers are going to have the lead here. Only 2 points away from forcing a third set in the championship match. Free ball sent by the Buckeyes into Jesse. Dug well. It's going to be a net call against the Buckeyes. Oh, excuse me, wrong point. And now brings us to set point for Wisconsin. What are they hoping to be a third set? Chung is not going to go to the jump serve. He's going to stick to the float.
Oh.
And it's going to be a touch call out of the middle.
You know, I wonder if that's on the block or the middle back. Pat Akers.
Definitely Pat Akers. Definitely Pat Akers. 100%. And 24-16 now as the Badgers look here to side out for the set. And they're going to get it off the top of the block and what could have been the head of the blocker. And that brings us to 20. Oh. Yes. 20. A little bit. Somehow. And we'll be right back here with the third set of the Division II championship. Connor Ho, everybody.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the third set of our championship match of the division.
Yeah. All right.
Shut up.
We get it.
Connor Ho is one of our MSU whites.
All right. So we're here back at the third set of the Division II championship, where Badgers and Buckeyes, respectively, handled their winning sets pretty well and did not look very evenly matched for either set, but both sets being the opposite outcome. So we'll see what happens here in the third. Will it be an even match finally, or will one team stand out like the previous two sets? Which team? We do not know. Let's find out, yeah?
Yeah, I agree. It's been a pretty surprising match.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to wait here for rotations to be checked and the liberos enter the game. And we'll be right back.
Fields has 3 passes.
Quick second to shout out the Chicago Bears, who have now brought the game within 3 points of the Dolphins with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What do they say in Chicago, Stabby?
You know, they're saying
Bear down is what they say.
they are saying bear down, and Justin Fields is him.
And we'll be right back once more once the actual set begins here shortly. Yeah. And the game is now started here as first point goes to the Buckeyes. There we go. Top serve, handled well. Push to the outside for the Badgers. Oh, and the line shot's just going to fall into the net. And he had the opening. He saw it. He looked for it. And he just can't quite get it over the 8-foot barrier, stopping him from back to the outside. He's going to roll shot it over, covered by the Buckeyes. Push the outside, and they're now going to hit it into the net. And 2 straight hitting errors from both teams is going to bring us to 2-1 Ohio State. Jump float for the Badgers is going to be just barely out of bounds here to give the point to the Buckeyes. Brings us to 3-1 now. Ohio State lead. Jump float is going to be pushed out of system, outside. It's going to send the free ball, and a double contact will be called against the Badgers. Now that is an unfortunate referee call, isn't it, Stamos?
Yeah, what a sloppy start to the third set. Not what either team was looking for, but Ohio State is benefiting from the sloppy start from the Wisconsin team.
Still early, so we'll see how they can. And a scrappy play made by the Buckeyes. Return once more, and Badger outside is going to hit it off the block for the kill. And what is hopefully a momentum shift for the Badgers to bring it close. They now trail by only 2 points, 2-4. As number 12 back to serve with the top spin. Passed well. Push to the outside. And off the block. It's going to be out of bounds, so it's going to go to the Buckeyes here. But a very solid blocking setup from the Badgers, but it just lands out of bounds wide. Great pass by Akers. Back set, the opposite. And it's barely going to find the tape once again. An unfortunate point is going to end in a hitting error. And a timeout will now be called by Wisconsin. Trailing 6-2 here in the third set of the Division II championship match. And welcome back. Here's the serve. This pass well by Chong. Push the middle. Jesse. Soft block. And it's going to end up being a kill for number 19, Mr. Jesse.
What a play coming out of the timeout. You know, what a pass by Nathan Chung to the setter. Perfect pass right to Jesse. You know, as we said before, when he gets hot, he is hard to stop.
And I'm sure that's exactly what they drew up out of the timeout. Get a good pass, give it to the middle, let it happen. And that's exactly what they did. Jesse now to serve. Pass well, and Akers with the block, but it's covered by the Buckeyes. Pushed, free ball over, sent to the Badgers, to the middle. He's going to have to send a tip over. Ohio State. And a dig by Jesse to the opposite now. Oh, he's going to put it down. Oh, my goodness. Once again, the opposite for the Badgers, number 15. He's going to lay the hammer down. And he saw that small hole in the block, and he took advantage of that, Stamos.
Oh, yeah. I believe number 15 for the Badgers played at the Milwaukee Volleyball Club. What a prestigious club that is. They have been very good for the last few years. I'm sure he learned that skill from there.
Great point. And a little difficulty here with the referee stand as the opposite for the Badgers was chasing the ball and ran into it, and it became a little unstable, so we're going to have to fix that briefly. And we'll be back to gameplay here now.
I blame the MSU white team for that one.
Stamos blames the setup crew for the Spartans here hosting the tournament. As Akers is going to have an overpass, he's taking advantage of that pretty easily. Just a simple tap down kill for Patrick Akers, the outside for Wisconsin.
And you could tell Akers is a seasoned veteran when it comes to that play. You know, normally a very rookie player would try and smack that ball, probably hit the net. Akers goes up with two hands, puts it down lightly, takes the point.
Exactly right, Stamos. Akers has been playing club ball for a good amount of years now, so he has had his fair share of overpasses to handle. Lots of experience in that matter. He used to be a middle, fun fact. He's now transitioned to outside since then.
I was unaware of this.
He played middle for Adversity Volleyball Club out of Chicago for a couple of years, actually. And has since then moved to outside since about 2 years ago. But now, after the switch, it is 8-5 Ohio State. Middle of the third set, number 92, they're outside. Jump serve, middle of the court. Here's Akers, roll shot. Handled well, push to the outside. Oh, and the Ohio State offense is rolling as they go to the outside once more, and they take advantage of the open line shot the Badgers gave them. What a play.
Yeah, they really took advantage of the setter being in the front row for Wisconsin. Just put it right over top of them.
Yeah, I agree with that, John. Here's Akers now. Dug well, though, by the Buckeyes. They push to the pipe, and it's going to fall into the net. And a great swing once more from Pat Akers, not Cam Akers. That would be incorrect here, Stamos.
Cam Akers is the running back for the Los Angeles Rams.
Cam Akers, in fact, does not attend Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin.
It took me a minute to realize what happened. I was like, wait.
But his service error is going to increase the Buckeye lead to 4 once more, 10-6 to Barr. Oh, and the middle run for the Badgers is going to work out again. As
they really need to get their middles more involved. The middles have been dominant in this game so far. Let's see if the Wisconsin team can get their passes to the setter and they can run those middles.
It seems the only thing stopping them from tying this game up is their passing. That's so unfortunate. The Badger player tries to be tricky with it, sending the free ball to the corner, but it's just going to be deep.
You know, that's the type of play I would make.
No, you wouldn't, John. That's a lie. He would never do that.
And a high ball to Jesse, what looked like a poor set. It's going to turn into a hitting error for the Buckeye outside. And kind of a break, you could say, for the Badgers there, as it looked like a botched set turned into a forced hitting error and brings them back within 3 points here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It looked like the Ohio State outside had a clean net, clean attack, but he just botched it.
And another setting error is going to give Badgers a free ball, and they're going to go to the middle. Oh, and another hitting error is going to be costly here. This time for the Badgers. Unfortunately, they could not take care of the free ball and put it down and bring it within 2. Instead. Oh, and a line shot is going to find the back line here. And then it's a much-needed point for the Badgers to bring them back within 3. Now trailing 12-9 late in the third. And they're definitely going to need something here if they want a chance at winning this game, Stamos.
Yeah, of course. Ohio State only needs 3 more points. We'll see what Wisconsin can do.
And a middle run for Ohio State is going to connect. Great sideline shot out of the one ball from the middle to bring them back up 4, 13-9. And we are approaching must-score territory here for Wisconsin. And a simple float serve, pass well. And Jesse, again, out of the middle. Everybody knew it was going to him. Doesn't matter. Unstoppable here so far today.
That's exactly what I said earlier. They need to get the middles involved in order to win this game.
Exactly right, as they now trail by 3 again. And they are definitely needing a service run here. Low pass by the Buckeyes, sent to the outside. Tip. They're going to be able to return it. Free ball to the Buckeyes. Push to the lefty. And Akers with the stuff. In a much-needed point, Akers comes up with the block out of the outside to bring them within 2. Man, what a play from the seasoned vet.
Of course, Pat Akers saw the hands of the setter, saw he was going back, set up a fantastic block, put it down for the Badgers.
And having that middle experience gives them the ability to read the setter well. And another block for the Badgers. He's going to bring them within 1, this time out of the middle, number 25. A simple read out of the high ball in the middle. He just goes straight up and down and just denies it. And we'll see if the Badgers can tie it up here, go on the run. Middle back, dug well by Jesse. It's going to be sent back over, free ball. Soft block. Push to Akers. Akers going to send the free ball. He gets the center out. High ball to the outside now. Roll shot once more. Jesse is going to have to set it. Jesse gets a beautiful set to the opposite. And the hands from the middle. Jesse is going to give the assist to tie the game up here. And a timeout called by the Buckeyes. And what a run here late in the 3rd set for the Badgers. It is now a game to 2 here to decide the Division II championship. What's it looking like here, Stamos?
They got the middles involved, that's all I got to say.
That's exactly right. Once their passing's on, they get the middles involved. They can just about compete with anybody here in the tournament.
I'd say this Wisconsin team could rival pretty much any A team in this tournament. They are very good when they get their middles involved. It holds the middle to the middle of the court, which allows the pins solo blocks. I mean, it just opens the court up so much for their offense.
Exactly right, Stamos. Establishing the middle early is a key point to any successful volleyball team. And in a moment here, we will now be serving at 13-13. Is now a game to 2 situation. Must score. And serve over the tape is going to score. And an ace for Wisconsin. And now brings them to championship point after being down 9-13. They are now up 14-13. And another serve over the tape. And by the Buckeyes. Soft block. It's going to drop off the hands of Akers. But what a service run. And it was obviously must needed for the Badgers. Now ties the game up. And we are now in win by 2 territory here in the 3rd set. And it's going to be an ace for the Buckeyes. Now brings them to championship point. And a mishandled float serve by Akers.
The middle came out in them. That's all I got to say.
And we'll see if the Badgers can tie this game back up. Serve again. Akers hands it well this time. The opposite.
Oh.
What a line shot. And it's digged straight up, but it goes off the ceiling and comes down fast where the setter cannot get to it in time. And I mean, what a set, what a hit. But an even better dig, just with an unlucky bounce off the ceiling, which is somewhat low here at IM West. And we are now tied at 15 once more. Excuse me, not once more. We're now tied once more. 15s this time. And an outside set is going to go out of bounds, which brings the Badgers back to championship point for the 2nd time today. And an unlucky shot from the Buckeyes. We'll see what they can respond with in a must-score situation, obviously. Low pass, back to the outside again. And it's going to be out of bounds again. And the Wisconsin Badgers have won the Division II tournament. And what a comeback late in the third.
The Wisconsin Badgers have won, I believe, their second preseason tournament of the year. I believe that is correct. I think they won one.
And what would be the
earlier.
first one, Stamos?
I have no idea where it was, but I believe I saw it on Nathan Chung's Instagram story that they won a tournament earlier in the year.
Rumor is this is Wisconsin B's second tournament victory here in this preseason. And what a late run from the offense of Wisconsin to come out victorious.
You know, or they might not have won, but they did very well in their first tournament.
And now jump around celebration just like Camp Randall does every home game for the Badgers. Quite the tradition for Wisconsin. And what a end of the third set. What a rally by the late trailing Badgers. And what a comeback to end up victorious in the Division II gold bracket. And that's going to conclude our stream again. Myself, Jake, and Stamos would like to thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you again soon.